It's still a game of blocking and tackling. If you block well, you bang holes into the defensive line of your opposition, and your backs have an easier time. All right, here it is, first down, goal to go on the 8-yard line. Pierce and Coleman in the backfield. Rondell Hartman split wide to the right. Witter split wide to the left. There's a handoff to Pierce inside. He's knocked off his feet. Picks up about a yard. Pierce is one of those runners, if you get to him before he gets his speed up, gets his momentum going, you have a much better chance of knocking him down. But once he gets into high gear, much more difficult to bring down. Here Coleman in motion. Oh, Pierce dropped the ball, and the Colonials recover. How many times have we said this season, when Norristown gets a little momentum, when things start looking a little brighter, when that light at the end of the tunnel seems a little bigger, something like this happens. It looked like a good handoff. These things are going to happen with sophomores. All right, first down. Plymouth Whitemarsh on their own 5-yard line. There's number 33 sweeping to the right. That's Kevin Chabot. Second down, 11 yards to go. The Eagles defense was sharp on that play. They stretched it out, made him run east to west and not north to south. Terrific play by the blue-clad Norristown Eagles. Second and 11. There's an inside handoff to Ira Nelson. Picks up about 3. Number 56, Jason Boykins. Defensive tackle. Brought down Ira Nelson. A 5'10", 200-pound running back. He's only a junior. All right, it'll be 3rd and 8. Big play for the Eagles defense. If they can stop them here, they'll get great field position on the exchange. 3rd and 8. There's a short of the first down. Plymouth Whitemarsh will have to kick. Norristown defense came up big. Kenny Witter. Just a terrific defensive stand by the Eagles. They did what they had to do. Kept Plymouth Whitemarsh pinned. They'll have to kick, and Norristown will get excellent field position. I believe it's Kenny Witter back in deep punt formation. Leave that alone. Leave it bounce. Leave it bounce. All right. Down at the 43-yard line, the Colonials' 43-yard line, Norristown again will have great field position. Well, here's the Eagles 1st and 10 at the Colonials' 43-yard line. Handoff to Hartman. Off the left side. Wedges ahead for about 3 yards. That's number 2, Bobby Coleman. For some reason, the Colonials marching band is playing the Alley Cat. Don't quite understand that. All right, here's Norristown at the Colonial 39-yard line. Coleman in motion. Inside handoff to Rondell Hartman. Still on his feet. Rondell Hartman playing like a whirling dervish out there. He will not be denied his yardage. Rondell Hartman playing an excellent game. Running with a ferocity that we have not seen this season. Playing a whale of a game. Here's Donalfi, 1st and 10. Coleman in motion. Inside to Pierce. Struggles free. Pushes ahead. Won't be denied. 2nd and 3rd effort by the big guy. 2nd and 3rd effort by Darmon the Diesel. Picked up 6 yards. And he shouldn't have picked up but 1. Kept the legs churning. Had at least 2 Colonial defenders bounce off him and picked up 6 yards. Eagles are playing with a focus that we haven't seen all year. Here's Pierce in motion. Here's Coleman inside, breaks 1 tackle, struggles ahead, picks up about 2. There's a penalty flag on the play. Ira Nelson on the charge. All right, illegal motion by Norristown. That'll cost them 5. Seven minutes, 35 seconds left to play in the 2nd period. That'll be 2nd and 9. All right, ball on the Colonials' 29-yard line. Norristown in a double wing. They send Hartman in motion. Inside to Coleman, and they stop them there. Number 30, Ira Nelson. The Colonials' defensive line did what a defensive line is supposed to do. Strip the interference and let the linebackers make the tackle. And that's exactly what happened. The Colonials' defensive front 4 broke down the Norristown offensive scheme and let Nelson make the kill. It'll be 3rd and 8. Big play for the Eagles. Third and 8. All right, the Colonials jumped. It looked that way. Looked at the Colonials jumped. Offsides against the Colonials. Give the Eagles 5 yards to make it 3rd and 4. Here's the... All right. Donalfi's pass for Witter knocked down in the end zone by number 33, Kevin Chabot and Darrell Scott. Darrell Scott is the Colonials' free safety. Terrific defensive back. Norristown in four down territory. All right, there's a timeout on the field. All right, Kenny Witter picked up the ball, and I believe he got a first down. Boy, oh boy, the Norristown fumbled the ball on a tricky inside handoff. The ball squirted out of the pile, and alertly, Kenny Witter picked it up for a Norristown first down. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the Plymouth Whitemarsh 21-yard line. There's a pitch to Hartman around the left side, cuts back, dodges one tackler, hit hard by number 30. That's Kevin Chabot. Also in on the play, number 85, Brian Tye, one of the Whitemarsh, the Colonials tri-captains. Picked up 5, did Rondell Hartman. Hartman, Coleman on the wing, Hartman in motion. Inside to Pierce, bangs ahead, won't be denied. Close to the sticks, close to the first down. He moved that pile, there's a lot of humanity in there, and the young sophomore pushed it ahead. First down. It looked like a rugby scrum out there, and Pierce simply pushed the pile 5 yards, picking up a Norristown first down at the Colonial 12-yard line. I'm sorry, the Colonial 6-yard line. Oh, there's a handoff to Coleman, and he's stopped in the backfield by number 85. That's Brian Tye, a 5'10", 195-pound senior. All right, it's second and goal at the 8-yard line. Four minutes, 19 seconds left to play. D'Onofrio over the ball. Norristown in the power I. Here's D'Onofrio, scrambles. There's a penalty. There's a penalty. It might be a personal foul, face mask. I think it might be a face mask. Apparently, though, it's against the Eagles. I thought somebody grabbed a fistful of D'Onofrio's face mask. It was against the Colonials. Okay, I thought so. All right, half the distance to the goal. We'll put it at the 5-yard line. Half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. Second and goal at the 5. All right, no gain. Rob Coleman, straight up the gut. Gained nothing, really. All right, it's 3rd and 5. Norristown's in 4-down territory. I don't think that they're going to, if they don't make it on this play, I don't see the Eagles going for 3. I think they have absolutely nothing to lose. So go all out, go full bore, throw caution to the winds. You have 2 downs to get 5 yards. I would look for Coleman on a sweep. Sweep to the right side. We'll see. Three minutes, 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Eagles up 6-0. Looking for more. Coleman around the right side. Touchdown. Coleman off tackle. Off right tackle. Great block thrown by Robbie Goodwin. Excellent call. Eagles 12, Plymouth Whitemarsh 0. Here's Giacomo Stabile to try for the extra point. It's always an adventure. It's always an adventure for Giacomo. High snap, placements down, and it's good. Giacomo Stabile splits the uprights out of an excellent hold by Jerry Dinolfi. All right, it's Norristown 13, Plymouth Whitemarsh nothing. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. I think it's fair to say that the Eagles are playing with an intensity and with a focus that, frankly, we haven't seen frequently this year. But they're sharp tonight. And it would be so nice for the Eagles to end their season with a win. So you go into the off-season with a good taste in your mouth. And Coach Smith will have a whole year to get his program in place, get the players that he wants, work the boys, insist that the boys dedicate themselves to improving Norristown's football fortunes. All right, here's Darrell Scott and Kevin Chabot to receive for Plymouth Whitemarsh. Giacomo Stabile to kick off. Short kick. All right, that's number 30, Ira Nelson. Picked up a very short kickoff and got it out to the 45-yard line. I suppose that's good strategy. You want to keep it away from Darrell Scott. The young man can flat out fly, and he's got 12 touchdowns this season already. Great upside for that young man, too. Here's Gravers, back to pass, looking for a screen. Scott, it's snuffed out. Yeah. Great play by the Norristown Eagles. Number 56, Jason Boykins. Darmon Pearson, Jason Boykins smelled out that screen pass and smothered Darrell Scott. It'll be second down and 24 yards to go. The Colonials lost 14 yards on that play. All right, here's a timeout on the field. I believe Scott's shaken up a little bit. He took a very, very, very hard hit. Yeah. Yeah, Scott was shaken up on that play. Yeah, young man's bent over. He took a couple of wallops there. All right, he'll have to come out of the game, I believe, on an injury timeout. All right, here's an official timeout. They're going to sort this thing out. Plymouth Whitemore's calls timeout. And Darrell Scott is walking off the field on his own power. Looks a little shaken up, but I think he'll be all right. He's a tough kid. He's 6'1", 175 pounds. He's only a sophomore. And as I say, we have some great sophomore talent on the field this evening in Scott, and Donalfi, and Pierce. We're going to hear a lot about those young men over the next couple of seasons. It's going to be nice to see them mature, not only as athletes, but as persons. All right, 2nd down and 24 yards to go for the Colonials. All right, here's an inside handoff to Chabot. No, that's Ira Miller, a big boy. 5'10", 200 pounds. Stocky, burly, bull-like runner, punishing type runner. 3rd down, 18 yards to go. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Gravers over the ball. Delaware, that Delaware wing tee, they shift. There's a pitch wide to Darrell Scott around the right side, knocked out of bounds, well short of the 1st down. Plymouth Whitemarsh will have to kick. The Norristown defensive pursuit, Norristown's lateral pursuit, has been nothing short of spectacular this evening. They are really playing well, both sides of the ball. Kenny Witter will fade back. He'll catch the ball at about his own 30-yard line. Norristown was burned with a fake punt last week. I think they'll be alert to it this week. Here's a... All right, Norristown wisely lets that ball bounce. Bounce to a stop, down by the Colonials. All right, 1:41 left to play. Norristown will have the ball on its own 24-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Donalfi over the ball. Single man in the backfield is Pierce. Donalfi to throw. Out to Witter. Nice pass. Nice catch. He's out to about the 32-yard line. All right, Norristown calls a timeout. Donalfi throws a soft, it looks like a very soft, very catchable ball. Floats it out there. Yet it gets there in time. The young man is running the offense very well this evening. And again, we have to remind ourselves the young man's only a sophomore. Minute and a left to play in the first half. Second and 1. That pass to Witter picked up 9. All right, Robbie Coleman in motion. Inside to Pierce. But moves the pile for another 4 yards. Darmon Pierce. Right, Norristown burns its second timeout. Picked up the first down.
Yeah, we call time out.
I'm going to sit here and ask them to say our goodbyes then, rather at the end of the game.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Donalfi back to pass. Looking deep. Witter's all by himself. All by himself. There goes Kenny Witter. Nobody's going to get him. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. I believe that play may come back. I don't know the call. We'll have to wait and see. The flag was thrown.
Yeah, I saw it. He went to hit him in the back and he pulled up. He went to hit him in the back and he pulled up. He didn't touch him. And the ref,
They're going to bring it back. I didn't see the foul. Block in the back. So the pass was complete. Donalfi hit Witter in stride. There was a block in the back.
Block in the back? A block in the back?
He saw you go hit him and he pulled up.
Questionable call. But the flag was thrown. 1st and 10. Coleman in motion. Inside, I'm sorry, handoff to Coleman. Hartman was in motion. All right, number 67 on the tackle for the Colonials was Greg Hundermark, a 6-foot, 200-pound senior, a two-way player, as many of Coach Akaviti's players are. 51 seconds left to play. It's a shame that play was called back. 39 seconds left to play. Donalfi back to pass. He's going for it all again. Defensive play made by Darrell Scott. They were looking for that. Schoolyard play. Donalfi to Witter. Go long and I'll hit you. Now Plymouth Whitemarsh is ready for that. That was nobody's fault. That wasn't Kenny's fault. It wasn't Jerry's fault. Give credit to the Colonial defense for sniffing that play out. Donalfi back to pass. Looking down the other way. All right. Overshot number 85. That was number 85, Tom Harrington, the tight end. All right. at the Colonials 34. Denolfi back to pass. Screen pass to Coleman. He has some blockers out front. Down the right side. They're going to measure. They're going to measure. 20 seconds left to play. Norristown is within striking distance. They asked for a measurement. They're going to get it. They got to bring the chains all the way across the field. I think he might be a little short. I hope I'm wrong, but I think he might be a little short. All right, they stretch the chain, and now the Colonials held. I thought he was a little short. All right. All right, I got to think that I don't see Plymouth Whitemarsh putting it in the air, but I don't see them taking a knee either. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colonials at their own 24-yard line. Here's Rory Gravers over the ball. Inside, that's Chabot. No, I'm sorry, that's Ira Nelson. I get those two young men mixed up. Ira Nelson is number 30. Banged ahead for about 9 yards. That'll be the end. No, Plymouth Whitemarsh calls a timeout. Bless you. All right, 2nd and 1. 9 seconds left to play in the first half. Probably the best half of football Norristown has played this year, and it's good to see. It's good to see. I still don't think Plymouth Whitemarsh is going to air it out. Ball on their own 34-yard line. All right, they shift. There's a reverse to Scott. Dangerous runner. Dangerous runner. He almost broke that. That'll be the end of the first half with the score. Norristown 13, Plymouth Whitemarsh nothing.